Hey guys, everybody in Instagram world. I just got done getting, I guess it's my second workout in post head surgery over there in the Neighbor Wellness Center here at UM. It might not look like Christmas time here because I'm in Miami. But one thing that I wanted to just talk about was something that I noticed here in the Wellness Center. There was a lady who was great shape. She was small, and for her size was super strong. She might have weighed $110, $115, and was squatting 135 for 10 reps with pretty good technique. Now, I bring this up because whenever I looked at her and watched her do it, her technique did not match her shoes. And to me, this was something that I thought was kind of like, oh, I thought everybody knew this, but maybe not. Now, there's basically, you could break it down to two shoe types for squatting: an elevated heel and a flat sole. Flat sole shoes are going to be better for your wide stance squatters who are trying to shift and get more back into the hamstrings, into the glutes. It's going to allow more of the drive, and if you're a Louis Simmons style squatter, you know about this. I say Louis Simmons style, West Side style, whatever, the super wide squat whenever you're pushing your knees out very, very hard the entire time. And you're trying to take some of the emphasis off of the knee and place it towards the hip. And a flat soled shoe is great for that because of how it changes the mechanics at the ankle and the foot and all the way up. Now, the elevated heel, what it ends up doing is it gives you some more dorsiflexion that you can gain. So if you have a poor ankle mobility, so to speak, squatting in an Olympic lifting shoe is really, really good because it buys you plantar flexions. Like, wait a second, how does it buy you it buys you dorsiflexion. It's like, how does it buy you dorsiflexion? We start out in plantar flexion. So if you only had 5 degrees of dorsiflexion before and you're going from vertical straight up and down and you're squatting, you get that 5 degrees, you stop there, right? Well, as opposed to if I start out plantar flex like 15, then I've got 20 degrees of dorsiflexion that I can get. So that elevated heel works really, really well for that. Now, who does better there? Well, typically it's the closer stance, the hip to shoulder width squatters. They typically do best with the elevated heel. And how much heel do we need elevated? Well, as little as possible, to be honest with you. If you can squat perfect, no butt wink, I say no. If you've got really, really good technique and a close stance and a flat sole shoe, you've got great mobility, you're set, man. It doesn't matter what you squat in. But if you're somebody who needs a little bit of help and they're a close stance squatter, you need that elevated heel. And again, that's just to buy you dorsiflexion. It's like, well, what does that matter? Well, it's going to help your hips, it's going to help your back, and it's going to help your knees in the long term. It might not so much do a lot for this super short term where you're just, like this one day, you're not going to notice on your joints. But over time, I have a feeling that I know for me personally that I would see a better result in how my back felt and how my hips felt squatting with an elevated heel. And I'm somebody who had poor dorsiflexion. And whenever I squatted out wide like that, and I had poor hip mobility, I had poor ankle mobility, I had poor everything mobility. So that's what ate my joints up. And I'm just trying to give you guys some tips, some help that you're not going to end up going through the same things I did, like with the, with my joint replacements that I've already had at age, how old am I? 42? And I've already had a major hip surgery and a hip replacement. So hopefully you guys can not have the same mistakes I did. That's all for today, I think. But if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and things like that. I want to try and help everybody out now. Why now? Well, it could be because it's the season of giving, right? Christmas was just a couple of days ago. Or it could actually be the fact that I'm not teaching 7 classes right now and I have some time. All right. Catch you later.